Hello everyone, welcome to New Wealth Japan. I'm thrilled to have you here today. This channel is dedicated to helping travelers from around the world discover and experience the very best of Japan. From ancient temples and historic castles that have stood for centuries, to the vibrant world of anime, unique Japanese souvenirs, and incredible cuisine that will tantalize your taste buds, we cover it all. Japan is a country where tradition meets innovation, where you can enjoy a traditional tea ceremony in the morning and explore cutting-edge technology districts in the afternoon. It's this beautiful contrast that makes Japan so fascinating. We're passionate about sharing hidden gems, travel tips, and cultural insights that will make your Japanese adventure unforgettable. Whether you're planning your first trip or you're a seasoned Japan traveler, we've got something special for you. I'm truly grateful that so many people from all corners of the world share this passion for Japanese culture with us. Your enthusiasm and curiosity inspire every video we create. So sit back, relax, and let's explore Japan together. Let's get started.
Okay, when you picture Japan, what comes to mind? Is it the cherry blossoms in Kyoto? The bright lights of Tokyo? Yeah, that's what most people think of. But what if I told you there's a whole other side to Japan, one that most travelers completely miss? We're talking about a vast, almost mythical world that gets buried under some of the deepest snow you can find anywhere on the planet. So, let's dive into this incredible winter wonderland.
So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll get to know what snow country actually is. Then we're going to meet its giants of ice and light. Trust me, you'll want to see these. After that, we'll follow in the footsteps of adventurers with some real, on-the-ground stories. And to wrap it all up, we'll give you the ultimate guide to planning your very own trip.
All right, first stop, welcome to snow country. Let's get into what makes this part of Japan so special and just plain magical. Just look at this. This region is a place of amazing contrasts. You've got these steaming, sulfurous rivers cutting right through a landscape that's just covered in this deep, pristine snow for months on end. It's really a world shaped by both fire and ice. You know, the Japanese have such a perfect word for this place, Yukiguni, which literally means snow country. And get this, it's not just some poetic nickname, it's an official designation. In fact, over half, more than 50% of Japan's entire land area is officially classified as a heavy snowfall zone. It gets so much snow that the government actually provides special support just to help people deal with it all.
So you might be wondering, how on earth does it get so snowy? Well, it's basically a perfect storm, literally. You've got these super cold, wet winds blowing in from Siberia, right across the Sea of Japan. Then, bam, they slam into the huge mountain ranges that run right down the middle of Japan. These mountains force the air up, it cools down, and it just dumps all of that moisture as a ridiculous amount of snow. We're talking one of the snowiest places on Earth for its latitude. It's wild.
Okay, let's move on, because this is where it gets really good. We're going to see how this incredible snowy landscape becomes a giant canvas for both people and nature to create something absolutely monumental. We're talking about giants, made of ice and light.
First up, let's talk about the man-made wonders. The Sapporo Snow Festival is nothing short of legendary. For 1 week every February, the whole city basically turns into this massive outdoor art gallery. Just try to picture it. Around 400 different sculptures, and some of them are just huge, spread out all over the city. It's such a big deal that it pulls in more than 2 million visitors every single year. 2 million!
But you know what's crazy? It started so small. Back in 1950, it was just 6 high school students messing around building some snow statues. The real game changer was in 1955 when Japan's self-defense forces stepped in. These guys have the skills and the equipment, right? They're the ones who started building those colossal building-sized sculptures that the festival is famous for today. And from there, it just exploded. By 1974, it became a huge international event. But hey, humans aren't the only artists in snow country. Nature itself creates something even more mind-blowing. Let me introduce you to the Juhyo, or as they're called, snow monsters. This isn't just snow piling up on trees, it's a super rare natural phenomenon. What happens is you get these tiny water droplets that are colder than freezing but are still liquid. They're super cooled. They fly through the air, hit the trees, and freeze on impact over and over, building up into these bizarre, twisted, totally otherworldly shapes.
So, if you want to see these incredible monsters on Mount Zao, you've basically got 2 choices, and they offer totally different vibes. Think of it like this. On the Yamagata side, you've got the whole package. It's part of a big ski resort, you can take a ropeway up, and they even light up the monsters at night for this amazing spectacle. But if you're looking for something more raw, more adventurous, then you'll want to head to the Miyagi side. Over there, it's all about hopping in a rugged snowcat and heading out to see these things in their pure, untouched, natural glory.
Okay, listen up, because this is a super important tip. Timing is everything with the snow monsters. If you want to see them at their absolute biggest and best, I mean, when they look truly monstrous, you have to go between mid-February and early March. A lot of people make the mistake of going in December or January, but the monsters are still, well, they're still growing. For the full jaw-dropping experience, that mid-February window is the sweet spot. All right, so we've seen the big, famous attractions. But you know, what really makes a trip special are those smaller moments, the personal discoveries. So let's step off the main stage and follow the adventurous path to find some real experiences that show you the true heart of this region.
Here's what a perfect day in a place like Noboribetsu could look like. Imagine this. You start your day with some amazing, spicy fried noodles, a local specialty called Enma Yakisoba. Then, you head over to the famous Jigokudani, or Hell Valley. It's this incredible, steamy, volcanic landscape. From there, you can hike along some trails to a bubbling, sulfurous pond, and the best part? You finish by soaking your tired feet in a natural hot spring foot bath right in a river. How amazing is that? Great food, stunning nature, and total relaxation.
And you know, it's not all snow and volcanoes. Just listen to what one traveler said about the Teinesashi Coast hike. They wrote, yes, highly recommended. Just a beautiful hike. The amount of different scenery you come across is crazy. From meadows to beaches, rocky coastlines, pine tree forests. I mean, can you believe that? A single hike with all of that? It just goes to show you how much more there is to this region than just its famous winters.
And here's another great tip, especially for those of you who've already seen the big sights in Japan. One traveler said that Chusanji Temple in Hiraizumi was actually more impressive than most of Kyoto's famous temples. That is a huge statement. But it just proves that there are these incredible hidden gems waiting to be discovered if you just venture off the beaten path.
And some of the experiences you can have here are, well, they're really profound. Take this traveler's reflection on the Iwate Tsunami Memorial Museum. They said, the feelings you get while walking around is similar to Hiroshima Peace Park, but without the crowds. I cannot emphasize how few people are there, and the silence and peace really makes you think and reflect. Wow, that really says it all, doesn't it? It's a powerful, meaningful place to visit, a testament to the strength of the people there.
Okay, so hopefully you're feeling inspired. Now for the fun part. Let's get practical. In this last section, we're going to cover everything you need to know to actually plan your own adventure into Japan's snow country.
So, how do you get around? It's actually easier than you might think. Here's the deal. If you're traveling between cities, a rail pass is your best friend, for sure. When you're inside a city, like Sapporo, a simple tap-and-go card, like a Katika card, is perfect for the subway and buses. But if you really want to explore those remote nature spots we've been talking about, renting a car is going to give you the ultimate freedom.
And hey, don't worry about the cost. A trip like this doesn't have to be super expensive. Seriously, there are great options for pretty much any budget. You can find simple, clean hotels for under $60 a night, or you can go all out and splurge on a luxury onsen hotel with its own private hot spring. The point is, this region is totally accessible no matter what your budget looks like.
Okay, here is a pro tip that could save you a ton of money and hassle. If you're using public transport, you absolutely have to look into the JR East Pass for the Tohoku region. See, in places like Tokyo, you have all these different competing train companies, which gets confusing. But out here, almost everything is run by JR. So this one pass covers your bullet trains, your local trains, and even some of the buses that take you out to the cool nature spots. It is a total game changer.
Now, this next piece of advice is really important for setting expectations. One traveler put it perfectly. Would I recommend Tohoku for your first ever trip to Japan? Probably not. And that makes sense, right? The classic Tokyo-Kyoto route is popular for a reason. But, they continued, if you already did the Golden Route, I 100% recommend it. So if you're a return visitor to Japan and you're ready for something deeper, something more adventurous, this is it. This is your next trip.
So at the end of the day, it kind of boils down to this cool choice, doesn't it? Are you drawn to the man-made spectacle, the sheer scale and energy of the Sapporo Snow Festival? Or do you want to seek out the wild, natural wonder of the Zao snow monsters? Or hey, maybe you find a way to do both. The question is, which adventure will you choose? Because it's out there, waiting for you in the snow.
And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed exploring this part of Japan with us. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more travelers like you who love Japan. And here's the most important part. If you haven't already, please subscribe to New Wealth Japan and hit that notification bell. By turning on notifications, you'll be the first to know whenever we upload a new video. We post new content regularly, featuring different destinations, food experiences, and cultural insights across Japan, so you won't want to miss out. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you have any questions about what we covered today? Is there a specific place in Japan you'd like us to feature in an upcoming video? Maybe a particular Japanese dish you're curious about, or a cultural tradition you want to learn more about? Please share your thoughts, questions, and suggestions in the comments below. We read every single comment and your feedback helps shape our future content. Also, if you've been to Japan before, we'd love to hear about your experiences. Share your favorite memories or travel tips with our community. Let's learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of our New Wealth Japan family. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, safe travels, and see you in the next video. Sayonara.